Hey cousins, hey, it's your girl Mary Kay, y'all. We gotta talk. Y'all. We need to sit down. Come on in here and sit down. Let me tell you what has been going on. Some of you know, if you're active over here and you follow the community wall, then you already know your girl has been going through, okay? I'm actually on the downside now. Well, down as in better. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all what happened, okay? Oh, what I'm doing is I'm trying toppers for the first time, you guys. It's so crazy because one of y'all said something about toppers and I had like 3 or 4 in my cart. So I was like, let me just see if it's something to that. For somebody to say that and I already have some in the cart, let me just see. Y'all, I was flabbergasted, but y'all just watch what happens. Watch what happens. And let me tell you about what's been going on. So years ago, I had a root canal done, and it was pretty much what could be afforded at the time. I just say it like that, y'all. Okay, so speed up. I'm gonna just kind of give you guys the gist of what was going on. So that led to an abscess. Okay, now the abscess came quickly, and when I say quickly, I mean quickly. And it was odd because I didn't have a toothache. It just came, and then I started feeling pain, and then I started to see swelling. So y'all, my jaw, it looked like I had a golf ball in my jaw. I'm not even playing with y'all. Let me show you. This right here is what took me to the hospital the first time, because I don't know, like I know in some areas you guys may have emergency dental services, but around here I don't think there are any emergency. I just went to the ER. I was like, I need to be seen now. Okay. So, and at this point, honestly, it wasn't that painful. Like I felt it, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like toothache pain, or you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't there at this point. So I went in to the ER. I got an antibiotic and pain medication. This was supposed to, clear out any bacteria, all the things. So when I get to the dentist, whatever they have to do, they can do. And it's all the pre stuff has already been handled, right? So that was my mindset, okay? Thinking I'm doing the right thing. Okay. So fast forward. So I get the antibiotic. Chad, I'm so classy with it. Okay, so I get the antibiotic, okay, and I get the pain medication, and so I'm taking it. I'm like, this about to, bam, we about to handle this real quick, fast, right? Because I have things to do. Okay, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. So start taking it. Day 1, I notice my pain starts to rev up. This is day 1 of the antibiotic now. I noticed the pain kind of increased a little bit, and the swelling increased. Now, mind you, one of the nurses at the hospital was like, you may notice a little more swelling before it starts to go down. So that's what I'm thinking, day 1 of taking it. I'm like, okay, she already, put me on game. I'm not tripping, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, in a couple hours, it's going to go. So I take it day 2. Now, they say between 24 and 48 or 72 hours, you should start seeing some progress, right? So go through day 2. Y'all, I'm still swelling. Like my face is getting bigger, and the pain has increased to the max. Now I'm in severe pain. And I'm just like, if I don't see any results after day 3, I'm going back in there. I'm in tremendous pain. So much pain that the medication that was given to me for pain, you take it every 6 hours, for your pain if you need it. I would take it, y'all. And then in the first hour, the pain was pushing through. Like it was already. So I had to wait out those, because I'm very leery with medication. Like, I don't want to overdo it. I probably overthink it a lot. So the whole rest of those 5 hours, I am in agony, y'all. I'm in so much pain. My son's home, my daughter's home. So my son is like holding the household down because this happened. Okay, so my husband has already left. He's gone, right? While I'm okay. This is all happening while my husband is somewhere in the country, right? So, and when I say country, I don't mean country like out here where we live. I mean in the United States. He's somewhere in the United States performing. So he's not even here. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like in a tremendous amount of pain. And I called him and I was like, baby, I don't know what's going on. Like, my pain, and I'm trying to talk to him, and obviously my speech was a little different, and by the grace of God, he was coming home the next day, because he's the type, he'd be like, you forget everything. I'm like, babe, listen, I'm fine, I have the antibiotics, do your show, do your thing, you coming home tomorrow early anyways, it'll be fine. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, because I have the medicine, right? Okay, so day 3, now mind you, pain, right? Pain. That's the key word. And my face is so big that there's pressure now on top of the pain. So day 3 comes. I wake up, my whole bottom jaw and my mouth is swollen. I mean swollen. Swollen. This is day 3 of the antibiotics, y'all. I ain't playing. Look, I'm about to show you, y'all. This is not for the weak. This is not for the weak at faint. I'm about to show you right here, y'all. This is what I woke up to the 3rd day, day 3 of my antibiotics. That's what I look like, y'all. I'm telling you, I was shocked. I was like, no flipping way. I immediately went right back to the hospital. I went right back to the hospital because I'm like, now this is not, no. This is not, it can't be what the nurse was talking about when she was like, well, it might get a little more swollen before it gets, This to me is giving allergic reaction, and I have allergies, so I'm cognizant, okay, of what some allergic reactions may look like. Now, so long story short, I went back in there, y'all, because I was not, I was like, my nerves was bad, y'all. So I went in there, and I got to give it up to the staff. The staff was absolutely amazing. They took my pain seriously. They took my symptoms seriously. And it wasn't like, oh, you just having a little reaction. Like, it was nothing like that. And I have to say that because so many times it's not like that. I've been in those situations to where it's taken lightly. So I just like to highlight when everything works according to the will of God. You know, these are people who have good hearts, and I really appreciate that, because I was in so much pain, and they immediately was like, okay, we're going to take you off of this antibiotic, which was, I knew that I was not going to take another one of those. But they were like, we're going to try another antibiotic through an IV. I immediately got in my way. I'll say that because y'all, and it's so crazy because I have tons of tattoos, but I have a very healthy fear of needles. Okay. So much so to where when we start talking about what we're going to do and all the things, my heart rate shot up. And one of the medical professionals that was there was like, oh my gosh, you really do have a fear of needles. My heart rate shot up. And this particular medical professional was so good. And they were like, let me tell you what actually happens with the IV. And I know you're going to see this big needle and you think that that's going in your arm and it's staying in your arm. And he's like, literally, this much is going in your arm and the rest is this little plastic piece. And he like allowed me to touch it. Y'all, this might be super remedial for some of y'all, but I have a serious, it's real. It is real. He called it out before I even did. He was like, wow, you really are afraid of needles. So I literally, because I'm hooked up to the monitor at this point, so I can see my heart rate dropping as I'm being explained certain things. And then there was another medical professional that came in, a young lady, and She's drawing blood. I got to give so much blood because now they're about to try a different antibiotic, and they want to monitor me to make sure that I don't have a reaction to the particular antibiotic that they're about to give me, because there's a family history of being allergic to the particular antibiotic that they were about to give me, which is why they gave me the other antibiotic in the first place. That's the one you get if you're allergic to antibiotic A, okay? Then they're gonna give you B. Well, B had my face looking cray-cray. So they said, now listen now, we're gonna try A, but we are going to monitor everything. They was taking blood samples, all the things. So they were like, but the thing is, we want to keep you here under observation 24 to 48 hours. So I had to stay, you guys. I got a nice little hospital, a bedroom up on the other floor, off the emergency floor. The folk that got to stay up there, yeah. So I was up there. That first night I could tell that the swelling was responding to the antibiotic, and this was through the IV. So this is bam, straight to the stream, right? So I could tell that it was clearing up. My husband literally right off the plane straight to the hospital. My daughter, my son was there, and I had to relieve my son. I told my son, baby, you need to, because he had to go to work. So I ensured him that I was fine. Everything was going to be okay. Go ahead and go to work and all the things. So my husband and my daughter stayed the night with me throughout the night. Basically, it was okay. The pain was they had me on pain medication. So as far as the pain, I really didn't feel that much in the hospital. My babies tried their best to sleep on those chairs. My husband, every time they would come in, because they're monitoring me throughout the night, I even had to give more blood. Like they were running tests all through the night, you guys. So my husband, big up to him. Oh my goodness, I love him so much. He was struggling on this chair, y'all. My husband's big. He's very tall, and he just rode out with it, man. He was just like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. So he really didn't get too much rest either, because every time they would come in, and it was every like couple hours, they would take my vitals and all the things. And like I said, at one point, I had to give another sample and all of this stuff. So throughout the night, it was still business, right? So it wasn't like just a night of sleep or anything like that. My daughter, she's a dancer. She's younger, flexible, all the things. She got in her little ball on that little chair and was out. She was out, honey. But I just wanted to get home so they can be comfortable. Once I saw, like the next day I woke up. Sorry, y'all, that was my phone. The next day, I woke up and I noticed the swelling had gone down. This was after one day of the second antibiotic, the antibiotic that they had to give me to fix what the first one did. This was me the second day of being in the hospital. As you can see, the lip swelling has gone down. You still see the swelling of, at the jaw area, but the total swelling that I went to them about, that had already subsided with one night of the second antibiotic through the IV. So I was so happy about that. The pain was lightening without pain medication. So I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus, y'all. By the time, all of my tests came back great. Everything was really, really good. My vitals were great, blood pressure, everything was excellent, y'all. So basically, that second day, it was like the evening time, but they discharged me, y'all. I responded so well to the antibiotics that they discharged me. Of course, they prescribed me the pill version of those antibiotics. Now that we were safe to know, we knew, okay, your system is fine with this antibiotic, so you should not have any reaction to it. If you don't have a reaction, with the IV version of this, you okay. So I went, picked up my prescription, came on to the house, y'all, and I'm even less swollen. I mean, you guys just saw me, but I still have a little bit of the swelling, but it is going away. The pain is not there. I'm not even taking any pain medication. Actually, before I even left the hospital, they were checking on my pain just to make sure I didn't need like the strong pain medication. I was like, no, it was just tender to the touch. So they gave me some Tylenol for that, and that was it. And I haven't had anything for pain since then. So yeah, everything is everything. So fast forward, I have to get a tooth pulled, and I'm also gonna get my wisdoms pulled, y'all. So I'm about to have major dental surgery coming up in the next couple weeks. So I'm probably gonna be swollen again. But you know what? I want to go ahead and do it, because I don't wish that kind of pain on anybody. I don't know if y'all have ever. Baby, listen to me. At the height of my pain, that was probably one of the most painful things that I have been through. Now, obviously, I've had children, so we're not in that atmosphere. But when I tell you it's right up underneath, okay? It's excruciating, you guys. It hurts so bad. Oh my goodness. I was in terrible pain, and I was like, I cannot. This is not, and this is with the first antibiotic. So I was so confused. Like, do I wait? Because she said it's going to swell up a little bit first, or do I not? By the time I got to that third day, I was like, I cannot. So, honey, I said, y'all, we got to figure something else out. This antibiotic is making it worse. And, you know, like I said, they took it very seriously. They put me through a lot of tests, a CAT scan, everything, to make sure that nothing had spread or anything. Nothing is in my neck or, you know, whatever. And nothing had. It was wonderful. Wonderful news all the way around. I was just ready to get that sucker taken care of. Okay? All right? So, yeah, y'all, God brought me through that. I had, you talking about crying and praying, okay? And it's so crazy because y'all ain't even gonna do it, but I'm telling you, God will find ways. Because let me tell you, I would have thought, the lady said it's gonna get worse before it gets better, so this is probably part of the process. God knew I'm finna swell this lip. That's gonna get her back at the hospital. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all know he work in mysterious ways. That's what got me to the hospital, because I was already swelling up more before the lip swell. Like the first day of the first antibiotic, I was noticing it was swelling more. I was like, well, she did say that, so I was cool. Baby, when I saw that lip, I said, oh no. I don't know what you think this is. I went right back up there and I said, ma'am, sir, somebody, let's get under one accord, because this right here ain't it. Something is not right. This can't be like, y'all, this is not what that nurse was talking about when she said that. I know it ain't. Can't be. So y'all, that's what I have been going through like the last week. Last night, that was the first night in probably about 5 or 6 days that I slept through the night. Oh my goodness. Wow. Y'all, and let me tell you this before I go. I told y'all, like, the pressures that content creators have when they need to take a break, because the algorithm, it hasn't caught up to breaks yet. You need breaks. And I asked y'all, you know, I'm gonna be putting up some short form content. Y'all, if you feel like it, please just, you know, engage with it, watch it, because I'm not gonna be able to put up any long form content for a little bit. And when I tell you, y'all showed up and showed out for the kid, I cannot thank you guys enough. I didn't miss anything. Nothing dropped in my analytics. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. Y'all, come on. Y'all better be. Thank you. I appreciate you, because it is very, very, very scary knowing that you work really hard to, you know, build this platform, and it can just, you know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for holding me down while I was down. I thank y'all so much. You will never know. I appreciate you so much more than you know. Thank you for all of the warm words, the prayers, the thoughts, the coverage, you know, y'all. Yeah, I was covered. Y'all covered me. My family covered me. My father called my husband and prayed over me when I didn't even realize that I was, I'm in the hospital. He was on his way to the hospital. My father called him. They prayed over me. Man. Now that's a feeling right there. That's a feeling right there, to know that you covered from so many different angles. I thank you guys so much, greatly, for that. I thank y'all so much, because this tested me. I ain't gonna lie. This was a pain that passed a lot of understanding, and man. So that's what was going on. I am going to be down again, probably within the next couple weeks sometime, getting some extractions. And I'm on a little journey in that regard. But, I'm happy to get it done. I'm happy. My wisdom teeth, that's like in our family. Our wisdom teeth always, like with all of us, they're so aggy. So I'm just like, just get them on out of there. And anything else that need to come on out of there too. Baby, snatched. Because you're not finna sit up here and have me killed over like that, honey. Baby, the pain that I was feeling. So, you got to go, honey. Ain't no sense. That's like trying to keep dead ends. For what? I'm not doing that. No, y'all, I'm just messing. But no, seriously. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to give you guys an update. And I will continue to keep you guys in the loop as far as things go with that. So, Yeah. Thank you. Y'all are dope. Did you like the toppers, you guys? All of them came from Amazon, and I have more because I'm very intrigued about these toppers. I'm really intrigued now, like tremendously. So, you'll see more of those. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys again. There's the update. I love you guys. You're the best. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace, love, light.